welcome to my channel. So we have a lot to talk about today. Some good, some bad, so don't worry. But while we're talking about it, I'm just gonna get ready for the day. I have an event to go to. I'm very excited about it. So yeah. The first thing I want to talk about today is Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union posted on their, I think Gabrielle Union posted it on her Twitter. Basically finally coming out and, saying their daughter now has decided to identify and use pronouns of she and her. And it just really made me happy to see. I just feel like, why have kids if you're not going to love them and support them in everything they do? Like, people forget your children, even though they are born from you, they are not an extension of you. They do not owe you their entire existence. They shouldn't have to live their lives conforming to whatever ideals you have. They are their own person. And it made me so happy to see a Black family like just loving their child. Like, I'm gonna try to not get emotional, but it's high-key making me emotional. Like, I can't even lie, because it's just a beautiful thing. And of course Twitter had something to say about it. All the homophobes and transphobes came out of the closet and started bashing them, saying somehow this is propaganda, and their daughter is only 12, so why are we talking about sexuality? First of all, y'all do not understand the difference between sexuality and gender identity, and it's really annoying me. Like, y'all want to facilitate these conversations but don't even understand the language. Jesus. Like, y'all are the ones making assumptions about this child. Like, just because she identifies as she and her does not mean anything about sex. Like, at all. Like, not one bit. And it's so frustrating, because it's like, someone genuinely said, I don't understand why they have to publicly announce it. Because y'all publicly bullied this child when they took a simple family photo. Like, it's just so frustrating to me. Y'all want queer people to hide, to literally just like live in a corner and not exist. And it's like, ain't nobody trying to live like that. Like, it don't make no sense. It just really makes no sense to me. But it just made me happy. It made me so happy to see all the love and support that they give all of their children, And I'm serious. I will go to war for that child, okay? That's all that child wants to do, to live and not be judged. But grown adults can't help themselves. They can't. So the next thing I want to talk about is Nikocado. Avocado. Like, I'm tired of talking about him. I truly am. But he keeps doing things that need to be talked about. And so if you don't know what he did this time, well, first of all, if you don't know who Nikocado Avocado is, he is a part of the mukbang community. If you don't know what a mukbang is, mukbangs are people who just sit and eat. That's all they do. They film videos of themselves eating. And so he's one of those. He's been in a lot of drama lately because he just has a very aggressive personality, and people have called him out on it. And so because of all the drama he was in lately, drama channels were reporting on, everything he was doing. But that's like normal, like, that's just what drama channels do. And so he, and I'll say allegedly because it's alleged, there's no way for us exactly to prove that it was him, but every video that was taken down or had a strike on it was about Nick. So who else could it be? But long story short, the drama channel Hush Bang, I don't know which way to pronounce it, did a lot of videos reporting the drama that he was in recently. And they received email after email after email saying that, you know, one video was getting striked, another video was striked, and that if they got one more, then their account would be deleted. And then finally they got another email saying that a third video would be striked, and so then in 7 days their entire channel would be taken down. And what's so crazy about this situation is that the drama he was in recently stemmed from an incident where he dragged someone who falsely copyright striked another channel. So it's like he's a complete hypocrite. Like, he's doing exactly what he led an entire crusade for. And it's ridiculous and it's not fair. I've watched a couple of Hush Bang's videos. Sometimes when I just want a quick update on what's going on with YouTube, I'd rather go to a commentary channel that posts like slideshows and text instead of listening to somebody run their mouth. I don't want all that sometimes. Sometimes I just want the clear-cut facts. And so I've watched a couple of Hush Bang's videos, and there's a lot of work and time and effort that goes into creating stuff like that. And now it's all gone because someone's just being a jerk. And it's really not fair. It's not fair at all. Usually with copyright strikes, you can fight it and basically, I don't know how to explain it. You can basically try to fight it, but in turn, the person who copyright striked you gets to see a whole bunch of your personal information. And, dang, I just spilt it. But in turn, whoever filed the claim gets to see a whole bunch of personal information about you. And so I'd understand why Hush Bang doesn't want to fight that. I wouldn't want Nick's crazy self seeing all my personal information too. So that situation is playing out right now, and I'll try to keep you guys updated. But it's not fair that someone as rude and manipulative and calculating as Nick gets to keep his channel. Like, he just does so much stuff that just isn't okay. And it's like he's not getting any type of repercussions, because let's just be honest, the YouTube algorithm and system is flawed. So even if you're going to his channel to argue with him in the comments, he's still benefiting. That's still, you know, interactive and engagement. So it's a really sucky and frustrating situation. And it took YouTube almost a month, I think it was a month, for them to age restrict his videos where he was talking about like just a lot of foul stuff. And so I don't know, man. I'm disgusted by Nick right now. It's just so frustrating. But hopefully, I mean, I don't see it being the end of this conversation, because I feel like there's always something with Nick. But hopefully Nick can just like fade out of this discussion. Like, I'm so tired of him. Like, I'm so tired of him. The next thing we're gonna talk about is freaking Jaclyn Hill. So if you don't know who Jaclyn Hill is, she is a very, very popular beauty influencer on YouTube. She's had a couple launches with other brands, and every time she does a launch, there's just something wrong with it. So you probably heard of lipstick gate. Lipstick gate happened last year. Yeah, it happened last year. Where essentially she did an entire lipstick launch and people found hairs, they found metal, they found these little like just tiny balls that look like plastic in their lipsticks. And to be honest, we never got a clear explanation of how all of that happened, you know? It just came out that the lab she worked with wasn't a good one. And so that happened. She made so many claims when people started, you know, bringing it to her attention. And she claimed that the hair and stuff was because of towels that they were wiping down the vats with furry gloves. That makes no sense, but whatever. And that just seems to be a consistent thing with the Jaclyn. Like, she tells us BS. Like, she lies to us. And the thing is, okay, I feel like as a grown woman who's worked in the industry this long, because I feel like she knows more than the average person, the stuff she was telling us shouldn't have even felt right or sounded right coming out of her mouth. You know what I mean? Like, you sat here with a straight face on camera and told me that they were cleaning vats that liquid was in with fuzzy towels and gloves. Sis. But anyways, we're not going to talk about lipstick gate. Let me stop. But anyways, so long story short, Jaclyn Hill is known for having questionable and shady business practices. And she has decided that she is launching something else. So already there's red flags going on because, okay, Jaclyn about a week ago said she had stuff to tell us and she was going to start letting us know about stuff on Friday. Keep this in mind. Now tell me why right before Friday comes, like the day before or like the day of, it was like late at night, someone leaks a picture of the palette. I'll insert the photo here. And the story is that this girl received the palette through an app or a site called OfferUp. OfferUp is basically one of those sites where if you have something and you just don't want it anymore, you can sell it. So that's her story. Her story is that she got it off of the site OfferUp. Now, okay. Does no one else feel like this is really coincidental? Because, okay, from Jaclyn's own mouth, she said this product was ready to go 16 months ago. 16 months ago. That means that this palette has been just sitting somewhere for 16 months, ready to be sold. Why is it just now getting leaked? Just now. Not any time within those 16 months, but the day before she was going to announce it anyways. I mean, I'm not making any claims. I'm just saying it's really convenient. And let's be honest, stuff like this can drive up sales. Especially since I personally feel like Jaclyn is going through like this sympathy press run, because ever since she's come back, she's always apologizing for stuff. Sorry, my hair looks like this. Sorry, I did my makeup in the dark. Sorry, I just wasn't ready. Like, it's one or two things. She's either very, very insecure, which very well could be true, or she's using this to manipulate her buyers, which wouldn't be too far-fetched for her. Let's just be honest. Like, she keeps saying sorry. She keeps saying self-deprecating things. And it really could just all be for sympathy. So people feel bad for her so they don't, you know, hold her accountable, because she likes to say people are mean to her, which granted, some people are. I don't think people should be talking about her weight. That's not nice. But for the most part, people are holding her accountable. They don't trust her. I wouldn't trust her as far as I could freaking throw her, okay? Because you keep giving out crappy product. Like, you are too rich to be giving us crap. And so people are holding her accountable until they see better. And so every video she's just like apologizing. She's acting super down in the dumps, which again, I said, you know, it very well could be true. She could be very insecure, which I believe she is. But I don't know. Something just feels off, and my radar is never wrong, okay? But so, yeah. Her palette allegedly gets leaked. And so everyone sees the palette. And I'm not gonna lie to you, the palette looks good. It looks really, really good. Like, that's my favorite type of color scheme. I love purples, I love reds, I love pinks, I love burgundies. I even like some oranges, and she's got like a couple oranges in there. And so this palette will probably do really, really well. Like, just keeping it a band. It's gonna do pretty good. But I don't know, just something feels off about it, and I'm not going to buy it. Like, if somebody wants to buy it for me, I'm not one to argue. But I'm not going to buy it because I'm not going to waste my money on her. Like, I'm not. No, ma'am. I am poor. You are not getting my coin. So, I don't know, like, something's just off, and I really can't put my finger on it. And granted, I feel like if I did research a little bit, I could probably find some holes, because Jaclyn, she's probably a sweet girl, but she's not the brightest. So anytime she lies about something that could easily be fact checked. So I'm pretty sure if I actually researched, I could find whatever is giving me this uneasy feeling. So I don't know. I do not trust her, and I feel like she's being a little bit manipulative. But you guys tell me what y'all think. Are y'all gonna buy the palette? Do y'all feel super bad for her? Do you, like, just tell me what you guys think. Because I don't know what to do. I'm at my wit's end with her. Like, I'm just... And like I said, I know the palette's gonna do well. Like, if Just Free Star can sell out, she's gonna sell out. Like, she's going to. I think the next thing I want to talk about is Gabby Hanna. Now, I'm not that familiar with Gabby Hanna. Like, I think she was on Vine beforehand. Like, I could have swore I saw her face, like, while I was on Vine. But long story short, she's a YouTube girl now, and apparently a lot of people don't like her. Like, while I was researching for this video, it just seems like a lot of people don't really like her. Like, I guess she's, like, shady, and she's not, like, a good friend to certain people. But she's in hot water right now because I think it might have been a week or maybe 2 weeks ago, she made a video about, like, dressing up as an e-girl, and she did this, like, scene in her video where she goes to research what an e-girl is, and I'm not gonna say her name, but she basically stumbles across an article about a girl who was last year by some guy she met on Discord. And, like, she literally pulls up the article. So, like, there's a picture here and there's words here, and the words describe exactly what happened to her. And I guess maybe she's so oblivious that she didn't see the entire article right there next to the picture, but she does not acknowledge what happened to that girl at all. she looks at the photo and she's like, oh, I have this shirt. Like, I totally have this shirt. Let's do this. So she literally makes an entire video where she is copying this girl who was no type of acknowledgement. It was just really, really weird. It was a weird video. Like, I couldn't get through it. I remember when this happened, and I remember like seeing it on Twitter and reading about what happened to her, and it was just gross. Like, my stomach literally turned while I was watching Gabby's video, so I couldn't finish it. And so I understand completely why people are enraged. And what's crazy is when she first started getting backlash, she didn't even take the video down. She blurred the girl's face. But it's like, that's not the issue. The issue isn't that you showed her face. The issue is that you're making a video, essentially, and I know mocking is like a weird word, but I don't know. It just felt so weird to me. Delete the whole video. Don't just blur her face. So it took her literally like 2 weeks just to blur the girl's face. So I'll be back. I'm gonna try and do my eyeliner. I cannot do it while on camera. Like, I'll look crazy and it won't come out right. So I'll be back. Okay, my eyeliner came out way more dramatic than I wanted it to, but oh well, this is where we are. We're gonna stay like this because I'm not fixing it. But yeah, I'm gonna finish up the rest of my makeup and I'll be right back. All right, this is the finished look. Like I said, I have an event today, so I want to be real cute or whatever. I'll link everything down below in the description if you really want to know what it is. It's all just drugstore. Like I said, I'm broke, so. But yeah, leave a comment below letting me know what you guys want to see in my next video. I will be doing a hair tutorial again really soon. If you like today's video, don't forget to like and subscribe. You guys have a great rest of your day, night, whatever you're doing right now. Bye.